My name is Yvonne Agyei. I'm a VP of People Operations at Google, and today I talked about some of our HR practices and how we essentially attract and retain talent at Google. Culture to me means the environment that you're working in, right? In a workplace, how the corporation treats its employees, how we treat each other, what are the things we focus on, what the values are within an organization. I think all of that is part of the organizational culture. So somebody who would be googly, as we would say, is someone who has passion for the work that they're doing. They enjoy working with people. They're open. They are open to different experiences. They don't just look at one thing. They're helpful, collaborative. They'll share information. All of that is seen as googly because those types of people give you energy, right? And just make you happy to come into work every day. It's interesting actually because it starts off with what your interests are and what you're passionate about. The other piece that's really important, and I tell new joiners who are coming in, is developing your network. So getting to meet people, as many people as possible, having them introduce you to other people, just widening the group of people that you know actually helps from a career development standpoint, because when you're ready for your next project, you have people who know you already, right? And if you've done a project with them, they can kind of vouch for you, and that helps you get your next job. We love this survey primarily because the way in which they do the rankings is based by input from employees, right? It's not external factors. They do anonymous surveys. And so essentially it's our employees telling us how happy they are to work at Google. And like anything, we always keep kind of stretching and challenging ourselves. It's not just good enough to do the same thing that you did the year before, which always keeps you on your toes, right? So we're always thinking about what more can we do? How can we make it a better place to work? Not necessarily in the terms of perks and things that we give you. It's not necessarily from a compensation standpoint, but how do we make this a truly inclusive environment, for example, where people can be themselves at work, they can feel comfortable and feel like they want to be at Google for their entire careers. For me, it's really about the people. It's the people that we hire are amazing. We've got Olympians, we've got people who are experts at some kind of computer language that they've developed, right? We have authors, we have people who've climbed Mount Everest, and just amazing people who are doing really interesting things outside of work, and having all those people that you work with and they'll ask you questions and they'll challenge you. For me, that's why I've been at the company for 12 years, is I really love my colleagues. Oh gosh, well, Google's brought me to London. So that's been amazing. I was in California for 8 years, 8.5 years. My job brought me here to London. I moved over with my family. And even though I was doing the same job, it was like being in a different environment. You're learning all over again. You're working with different people. It's just really energizing. And I get to do things like this. So I feel really, really lucky. Oh gosh, I have just been so impressed with the speakers, the lineup of people that you have. I got to meet Sir Clive Woodward, who's speaking right now, I believe, meeting Paralympians. I know Ruby Wax was here earlier, Alain de Botton, who they've both spoken at Google actually and are just really impressive people. So it's just been a really interesting mix of backgrounds and perspectives that people are bringing, and it just challenges you to think differently.